accident. So uh, please wait. Hey, uh,
Hmm.
うんと、ah, it suddenly started. Oh, oops. It suddenly started raining earlier, and it was rainy surprised.
Um,
Yeah, I was about to head home by bicycle, so I panicked.
yeah, I would panic too.
Yeah,
Normal.
it was
Totally.
unexpected rainy that wasn't in the weather forecast, which
Yeah,
caught me off guard.
totally. I would
Yeah,
be the same. I always check the weather, but sometimes
yeah,
the weather is unpredictable.
yeah. So please imagine. So when you go to language school in German,
Hmm.
so then it start rainy. You don't have umbrella.
Hmm.
What situation? How do you feel? How did you feel?
Yeah, usually not great, but I always Germany's really or Berlin's very rainy, so I always have a rain jacket with me. So I'm always
Oh,
prepared. Yeah, I always have a
wow.
rain jacket, so I just put my hood up and it's okay.
Okay, no
Yeah, yeah.
problem.
Yeah. But
Wow.
yeah, if it rains and I'm not prepared, I'm usually very annoyed.
Annoy. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
I get it. Yeah. It happened to me in Florida a lot. Florida,
Up.
like where I
Uh,
grew up, the weather was really unpredictable. So sometimes it would be super sunny, and then out of nowhere,
uh,
a massive thunderstorm
Massive
would
understand.
come,
Uh,
and no one ever had rain jackets or umbrella, and you would just get soaking wet, and you just were cold, and it was horrible. I hated it.
wow.
So I
So,
understand.
wow. The tutor said so is so disaster. Then, rain.
Hmm?
Dry. California is
Yeah,
dry,
very dry
and
weather.
Florida is hurricane. Coming
Yeah,
hurricane occurred in hurricane.
yeah, Florida
Occurred
is
in
like
Florida.
wet, hot, and humid, and
Uh,
California is just warm and dry.
well, yeah, and dry. So recently, so California uh happened big big
Oh, wildfires.
wildfire. Yeah. So how was it? These things?
Yeah, I have some friends, like my best friend lives in LA where it's happening,
Uh,
and she says it's
uh,
like her house is fine and she's okay, but she says it's
uh,
super crazy. Like they have to wear
uh,
masks everywhere because the air is super bad. They're always nervous that the fires might get to their house, so they have like an emergency evacuation bag in case they have to leave. Yeah, it's very intense over there right now.
oh my gosh. Oh
Yeah,
my gosh. Wow.
yeah.
Okay. Thank you for sharing. So it's
Mhm.
finished. So ice break. So today's topic. So uh new president in US.
Oh yeah, not good.
Uh, wow.
Yeah,
Okay. So,
not great.
no great.
Yeah.
Uh, and so talking about so I'll share summary
Mhm.
summary and uh so new key policies and discussion 30
Perfect.
minutes. Okay. Summary. So Donald Trump has been inaugurated as the 47th.
Inaugurated.
Please say again.
Inaugurated.
Inaugurated.
Perfect.
Inaugurated as the 47th president of the
Mhm.
United States, making a remarkable political comeback. The inauguration
Mhm.
took place at the Capitol in Washington, D.C., with former presidents, tech industry leaders in attendance. President Trump immediately signed a series of exclusive orders aimed aimed at rever- reversing Biden administration policies focusing on border security, energy policies, and immigration reforms. He emphasized rebuilding the community and declared as Americans declare is over. Former President Biden departs, making the end of his political career. At first 100 times, at the first 100 days of the Trump administration are expected to bring significant policy changes.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, for
if
sure.
if if key phrase or key points, so please share the words or
Um,
phrase in this topic.
I didn't watch the inauguration
Ah,
yesterday.
ah,
But I don't know. I feel like with my friends, yesterday was just
ah,
like a heavy day.
every day.
Like I saw some like Instagram posts about the
Ah,
inauguration yesterday and this
yeah,
morning.
yeah,
I just thought it was very interesting how many tech industry leaders there were. It almost
yeah.
felt less of like
Uh,
political, like, most of
political.
the time it's more politicians,
Yeah.
senators, representatives from the House, but this time it felt like a really big business meeting
Big business. Yeah.
because of all the tech industry leaders, which I thought was really telling about what direction and why Trump won the election.
Yeah. Wow. So tech presidents, so or relation to so uh テスラ CEO Elon Musk and
Yeah.
as a another another
Like
tech
CEOs.
tech CEOs. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, I saw a video of like Elon Musk spoke at the inauguration. I saw,
Yeah.
and there's like a meme, not a meme, but there's a video that looks
Yeah.
like he did the Nazi salute.
See,
So
sorry.
that I'm not going to do it because I don't want to do the Nazi salute, but he essentially basically did do a Nazi salute, which is kind of scary. So
Wow.
we'll see
Wow.
what happens.
So I learned so now I learned so American so policies so and
Mhm.
election on YouTube. So like so I'll share the URL. It's so
Mhm.
NBC News. It's so broadcast. So
Yeah.
mm, it's so difficult for me. And so it depends on so uh a lot of position.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah, it's quite complicated. Even a lot of
mm,
Americans don't
mm.
understand the policies and stuff like that.
Okay. これだ. So let's start the question. Uh, okay, are you ready? So introduction finish. So background analytics. Yeah. Policies impact. So conclusion, opinion expressive exchange.
Hmm.
I want to pick up. So you lived in so Florida, and
Hmm.
you are so young generation, especially Gen Generation Z
Yeah, I
people,
am Gen Z. Yes.
Gen Z. So it's so I want to so your opinion. as
Mhm.
also Gen Z, or Florida. So public meaning, public opinion. Yeah,
About Trump.
about Trump. Yeah.
Um, I don't know exactly what all of
Uh,
Trump's executive orders will be, to be honest. I just know that I don't agree with any of them.
uh,
um, to me, I just feel like Trump winning again. I mean, I
yeah.
think all of the executive orders are going to have a big impact. Like, he's against immigration. That's going to be a huge problem.
Huge problem. Yeah.
He doesn't believe in climate change. So he's going to do a lot of energy policies that is going to make the environment worse. You know, it's going
Yeah.
to affect
Yeah.
climate change even worse.
Mm,
Um, I just think all of his policies are going to cause big problems and not in a
mm,
good way. It's going to be bad, to
mm,
be honest, because all he cares about is just money. So he's just
money.
focusing on that,
Ah.
and he's just a bad person. I think he's
Mm.
actually a bad person. So
Money means so
yeah,
economic growth and so
I don't even think
strength.
it's economic growth. I don't think he cares
Uh,
about that. I just think he focuses on making rich people richer. Like the fact
Repeat
that
richer. Uh,
all the tech CEOs were there was interesting because I know
uh,
technology is a big point for him, but I
uh,
think it looks like all the policies are going to be focused around businesses, but so
uh,
that businesses continue to thrive, not that the American people, you know, are paying less, are making more
okay.
money, are more
Uh,
financially stable. He just wants to keep the 1% in the 1% and get them richer and richer. I feel like all of his policy or his economic policies are focused on that instead of like what's good for the American people, because that's very different from um,
mm,
like what CEOs need. It's very, very
CEO need.
different.
Oh, wow. So in this case, so new president, so it's a so new approach. So a lot of CEO connecting
Mhm.
more so business like business stance. Mm,
That's what it seems like, but I don't know. I honestly,
uh,
Trump is such a wild card.
mm,
Like he
welcome.
says so many things, and you just don't know if he's gonna actually do them or not. So I have no idea. It's very unstable to me. The only thing that I know for sure is that he's just gonna be helping businesses make more money.
Energy policy. I'll read
Hmm.
now. So uh, decline declared a national energy emergency, expand domestic oil and gas production, emphasize drill baby drill to promote independence. Do you
Hmm.
know drill baby drill?
Yeah, basically it just confirm like because we so in the United States we own a lot of oil reserves,
Mm,
like in the
mm,
oceans and in Alaska,
mm.
but we have a few, but we don't really touch them. It's been a big thing
Oh,
where we try not to drill. It's called fracking.
mm,
Um, because instead what we do, since we have military presence in like the Middle East, for example, or like we try to get oil from other countries. So that way, if
uh,
oil were to ever run out, we, and also so that, because any place that drills oil obviously
mm,
has a lot of environmental consequences for the environment. So a lot of previous presidents and policymakers have tried to avoid that. But
try to
Trump
avoid drill.
says, I don't care anymore, and we're just going to drill all the oil ourselves. And that way, we're not going to be importing any more oil. We're going to be doing it on our own land instead.
Wow, it's just very interesting. So,
Yeah.
our things, wow, it's a deeply your great. So deeply your answer. Wow, it's so. I know first time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm really into politics, so I know a lot about
uh,
this.
uh,
Yeah.
so and So these things, so I was a so automobile company, so as an engineer. So this come back to Trump. So many automobile makers so change the policy, and so tax. Uh, so Trump has so a lot of tax. So uh, import the foreign cars like Japanese car, Chinese car. So therefore, so Trump so will start so uh, making factory in United States.
Yeah, basically, we already have them ready to go. We just don't use them. And like, of course, if we like drill from our own oil reserves, oil should be cheaper for us.
Oil
Like
should be
gas, like for
cheaper.
example, like gas prices should be less because we're not, like you said, we're not importing, it's not tax, there's no tariffs and stuff, but it has like really big environmental impacts for the United States. So, you know, with the California wildfires, the hurricanes that are super bad, with us oil, like drilling more oil, we'll most likely see an increase in natural disasters, which is not good.
Oh,
Yeah, like Biden, I mean, he still obviously imported oil and this and that, but he was trying to at least focus on more like renewable energy resources, like solar power, wind power, you know, to like decrease the environmental impact on the planet. But Trump doesn't really care. So
wow. Thank you. Thank you, Jay. So it's a oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. So next question. So how do you think his policy will affect young generation, especially Gen Z? What's
Gen Z, yeah,
Gen
Generation
Z?
Z.
The
Yeah, yeah.
Gen Z. Yeah,
Yeah, we always just say Gen Z. We never say
Gen
like
Z.
generation.
Gen Z.
I mean, if it affects all of us, like we've already felt, Gen Z already feels a lot of just like the policies that previous presidents have made. Like, for example, most Gen Z like won't be able to buy a home. The environment is super bad, so most likely we're going to be living in really bad climate conditions. From a social standpoint, Trump is really against like LGBTQ, women's rights. So those minority groups are definitely going to be impacted by that for sure. So yeah, it's not going to be so great,
Yeah.
I would say.
So you said so social policy. Trump declared that the official government policy will recognize only two genders, yeah, male and female. So you, it's true. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm,
yeah, exactly. So like for trans people and non-binary people, it's going to be a really big problem in the medical industry, especially, and even like on a social perspective, it's going to impact their lives like tremendously. They're going to be even further outcast. Not in all places, like New York City is a safe space, or like San Francisco, but like in like middle America, for example, they're definitely going to be seen as bigger outcasts than before.
outcast than before. Wow. Okay. And so okay. Next question. So, would you consider moving back the U.S. if policy changed?
Probably not. I mean, I didn't really leave the US because of political reasons. I just wanted to see, like, originally I just wanted to travel and see what it would be like. Europe and stuff. And then I just really loved the life here, and I really loved Berlin. So I moved here. And at this point, I don't see myself moving back to the US. I mean, yeah, Trump being in office doesn't help. But I wasn't planning on moving back to the US anymore for before any of this happened. So I feel like this doesn't really like make or break my decision. I feel like my life really is here in Europe, and I just see it. I see myself settling down here and living the rest of my life over here. But you never know.
So, so you made a decision by yourself. It's not so relation to U.S. Policy, U.S. government.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, thank you.
Oh,
Hi.
you froze for a sec. Okay, there we go.
So
You were frozen for 2 seconds.
it's so you have so a lot of opinion. So it's a good thing. So
Yeah.
You so you continue to so going your way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
Nice. And did you watch? How do you report in this event in Berlin?
Honestly, I haven't really heard anyone talk about it that much here. I mean, I feel like I remember more when Trump won the election. All of us found out the day after when we woke up, because we're 6 hours ahead of the US. And yeah, but I just remember, which I felt the same, was just my roommates, like they're German, and they were just like, how stupid are Americans? And I felt the same way. I really didn't like.
Stupid America.
I know Americans can be dumb sometimes, but honestly, at this point, they're really stupid. So yeah, that's kind of how everyone felt. Like no one could believe how dumb people were.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no nice way to say it.
Nice way to see it.
There's no nice way. Very mean. But I'm fine with it because I don't understand.
It's highlights so in this restaurant. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, that's
Good.
all Europeans talked about. They were all just
All
like,
from
how stupid is America?
I
And I
was
was like, I left, so do not include me in the stupid Americans. Yeah.
So you are not stereotype in US.
No, my European friends always forget that I'm American. So that's a good thing. I'm like, oh, thank God you don't see me as American. That's very nice.
Wow. Okay, thank you for sharing. Okay. So it's finished. So this topic, it's more so enjoyable talk. So last 5 minutes. So yeah, thank you. So did you sleep last night?
Yeah, I slept very well actually.
Oh well.
Yeah. I'm trying some new sleep strategies.
Oh
Because I used to be a really good sleeper, but I
no.
felt like over the past year, 2 years, I've been having a little bit more trouble, and I switched my sleeping routine, which wasn't
Sleep.
good. And so I switched it to a new one yesterday, and it stressed me out a lot. But it it helped, I would say. I felt like well rested and stuff. So I'm hoping in the next few days, it'll stay like that. But I read online that for women especially, us sleeping gets harder and harder as we get older because of our hormones.
Hormone.
Yeah, our hormones change a lot throughout our life, and it starts. I felt it in my early 20s, so I had to change a lot of things. So now I'm feeling the sleep one a bit more, so I'm trying to switch my sleeping habits, like not using my phone like in 30 minutes to an hour before bed, trying to do very relaxing things, drinking tea, reading a book, and just kind of like I'm trying to meditate before I go to bed as well.
So last lesson, so I thought so you are self-discipline. So you have you have a discipline and intentionally so commit the set to achieve set a goal. So it's a very it's an important things. So and you catch up changing so your body body condition and so lifestyle.
Yeah, I'm very self-aware, which is good but also bad. Sometimes I wish I didn't know. Sometimes I wish I was stupid, but I'm not. So
stupid.
my friends and I always joke about it that if we were stupid, we'd be happier because we just wouldn't know what was happening. But we're we think too much. So that's our problem.
Yeah. Now so SNS so gave us more information.
Yeah, I don't want more information anymore. I don't need to know anything.
Yeah. Truly.
Yeah.
Truly. Yeah.
Do you have a nighttime routine?
It's similar things. So I go to bed, so I didn't watch it. Blue, blue screen like smartphone. I focus on imagine so tomorrow routine and tomorrow event. So studying language skill. And I like talk so this platform so with foreigner people like you. So so in this situation, so you if
Oh,
okay.
oh, there you go. Okay.
Okay.
There you go.
So thank you for sharing. So this lesson. So it's a greatest, so deeply question. You have a lot of opinion. Thank you for sharing.
Yes. No, thank you. This is fun. It's nice to share.
Yeah.
Politics is always a fun one.
See you. See you next time.
Yep. See you next
Have a
time.
good
Have a
sleep.
good night. Thanks.